It is Pride Month, which is supposed to be a time for the LGBTQ community to celebrate. It's also supposed to be a time for that community to battle back against some of the bigotry and mistreatment that has led to that group being 4 times more likely than others to experience violent victimization, according to the Williams Institute, and for 45% of LGBTQ youth seriously considering attempting suicide in the past year, according to the Trevor Project. Some members of the faith community believe a recognition planned for this afternoon at the state capitol is actually promoting bigotry and prejudice against them at a time with a billed focus on tolerance and respect. Openly gay Senator Scott Wiener and his guest, Sister Roma of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, will be honored. And the senator joined me in our last half hour. Now I am live with Tanner DeBella with the American Council, who's leading this afternoon's prayer vigil opposing the honor. Welcome to Fox 40 News at 11.
Thanks for having me.
You're promising to bring hundreds out to the west steps of the Capitol. Why so important to show up in force like that? And what statement are you trying to make in relation to what's supposed to happen in the state Senate today?
Yeah, well, just to clarify, this is not a protest against Pride Month or the LGBTQ community. This is specifically in response to State Senator Scott Wiener advocating for and celebrating a group called the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, which is a group that can best be characterized by its disdain and mockery for the Christian and Catholic faith. And so we are joining on the west steps of the state capitol today at 2 p.m. while they are being honored in solidarity that we are against religious bigotry and hatred.
How the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence present in exaggerated costumes that kind of spin off the habits that nuns wear, and their name, which spins off how orders of actual nuns are named, like the Sisters of Charity, for example, or the Poor Clares, strikes me like what comedians do in terms of taking a little bit of truth and turning it on its head in good fun. Why is this different to you?
You know, I think this goes beyond a comedic relief towards Christians. There's a video circulating throughout online and Twitter right now of this group during their Easter event where they have Jesus Christ, the most significant religious figure in our faith, strapped to a crucifix, and an individual stripping and dry humping the crucifix and Jesus while shoving money in his loincloth. And so it's our belief that this comedic approach is highly offensive. It's blasphemous according to our faith. And there's one thing to make, fun in a light way of truth. There's another thing to just be hateful and bigoted. And I would view these actions, these words, and these events by this group as far from comedic, but at the core of our faith is mockery.
We know this event is directed at lawmakers and what's going to happen in the Senate, but what message do you want your prayer vigil to send to the rest of the state?
Yeah, well, Pride Month claims that it is a month to celebrate inclusivity and acceptance for people. And to me, it seems like in culture, we're at a time in history where when Jesus is dressed in drag and stripping, he's accepted and celebrated. But the Jesus that healed the sick, raised the dead, called people to righteousness, that Jesus is not. And that's the Jesus that we as Christians, we as evangelicals, we as Catholics celebrate and honor. And so my message to our leaders, to the state of California, is if we are a state that truly prizes itself on inclusivity and acceptance, why has that not been offered to the Christian and Catholic faith?
And how would you want it to be offered?
Well, I think the actions by the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, if there was any other religious minority that was on the receiving end of this, Muslim brothers and sisters, Jewish synagogues, I believe that comedic relief would not be tolerated in our state. And so to me, it seems hypocritical to allow a group like this to openly mock the most significant religious symbols and deities of our faith. And the response from our California legislators are, let's celebrate them and give them a community hero award. That doesn't make sense. And to me, there's no justification to allow the celebration of something like that against a religious community.
Is there a way, in your opinion, for state lawmakers to respect both the millions in California's faith community and those in the state's LGBTQ community and recognizing somebody in that community?
Yeah, well, again, this is not about combating the LGBTQ community. This is specifically in response to that group's behavior and actions towards our faith community. And so simple responses to that, this group should not be celebrated. There are many celebrations that will happen throughout the month of June by our state legislator in Pride Month. And all we are asking is that they would abstain from celebrating, honor, and defending a group that has done what they have done to our religious doctrine, our religious beliefs, and our religious symbols.
Alrighty, thank you so much for joining us. That prayer vigil and singing to get underway on the West Steps at 2 p.m. this afternoon. We appreciate you coming in to share.
Thank you.